Hi everybody, in today's video I would love to discuss 4 new perfumes by JOUSSET Parfums, and they have released 4 Gourmands, and I decided to review them for you guys because I'm sure some of you will be interested, in these new releases, because I feel like lots of people love Gourmands nowadays. So let me get started. And I would say that I'm pretty disappointed with these new releases. I only liked one of the perfumes and the rest were just not my taste. But so let me start with my favorite, and my favorite was Café Affogato. So this is a good gourmand. Like, I feel like this perfume is well done. It doesn't smell too gourmand or too sickly sweet. It just, it has this right balance of something sweet with something not so sweet. So the main notes I smell here are coffee and ice cream. So it smells like you poured the freshly made espresso, the very intense espresso, and you poured that espresso on a vanilla like ice cream. So in that sense, it smells very photorealistically like a real affogato, which I like. I like the smell of affogato. I'm a big fan of coffee. I think all of us, almost all of us are. And so if you like coffee, if you like the smell of coffee, then I feel like you'll like this perfume, because the coffee here is very realistic and it's very dark kind of coffee, like espresso, but it's not a dark fragrance, or it's not like a very intense or deep fragrance due to that sweetness added from ice cream. And there are also a bunch of other notes here, I think like vanilla, maybe caramel, but ice cream is definitely something that I really pick up on here. So I feel like it's a good perfume, it's balanced, it's done well, and I enjoy it. But I don't know like if I would get this perfume for myself, because I feel like I'm kind of shying away from gourmands nowadays, and I'm looking for something else. I feel like lots of people are tired of gourmands because all the brands in 2024 were releasing their own gourmand, and I feel like people are just tired. And so with that being said, now let's speak to the next perfume, and it's Sticky Popcorn. And this one I was kind of neutral about. Like, if I liked Café Affogato, this one I just didn't care about. So to me, this perfume smells primarily like popcorn, caramel, vanilla, something slightly salty also. It really reminds me of Bianco Latte, but I like Bianco Latte a lot more. I feel like Bianco Latte is just done better. It's just kind of more addictive, and there's something about Bianco Latte that I like more than this. This one is more like a savory type of popcorn. It's not it's definitely sweet, it's gourmand and everything, but it also not so sweet. There's like a savory quality here that it is missing in Bianco Latte, and I feel like that's the biggest difference between them for me. But it's just nothing special. Like butter, popcorn, caramel, it's nothing new. We've already smelled that before. So I feel like I would not get it, because first of all I have Bianco Latte, and second, like, it doesn't add anything new, it doesn't bring anything new to my collection or to my experience of fragrances. So that's why I was kind of neutral towards this one. And the next two I just did not like at all, unfortunately. And so next one is Crème Brûlée, and this is a very, very lactonic fragrance. So if you're like me and you have to be careful with lactonics because sometimes they kind of smell sour or rotten on yourself, then definitely test this one first. I think there's a high chance it might not work out, because it smells very, very lactonic. Like I've said, it smells like kind of sour and spoiled milk on my skin, so I really highly disliked it. But I've heard people liking it, and so I guess it's just my personal taste. But definitely be careful with it due to that very prominent lactonic note. And overall it smells like creme brulee. It smells like a very custardy kind of creme brulee, and I feel like there's also whipped cream, and yes, there are notes of fresh cream, custard, vanilla, whipped cream. So it's very dessert-like and very lactonic. And it really does remind me of Crème Brûlée by Theodoros Kalatinis that was released summer 2024. I tried that. I did not like it, even though lots of people were like raving about it, but it was not my type of scent. And now looking at the notes, a lot of the notes, they are the same. So these two perfumes smell really similar, and if you liked one, then you probably will like this one as well. But if you didn't like Crème Brûlée, you're probably not gonna like this one. And also, if you have already Crème Brûlée, you probably don't need this one, because they smell just so similar to my nose. And my, I think, least favorite was Banana Split. Even though it's not my least favorite, it's probably on the same level with Crème Brûlée. So Banana Split, to me, smells like banana split. It's also very photorealistic, and this is something that I have to give to these perfumes. They are very, very photorealistic, so they kind of do smell exactly like their names, which is good. There is no like deception here for sure. So it smells like banana split, like a fresh banana that's very, very ripe, and that sits on top of like a vanilla ice cream with some cookie crumbles on top. But what I dislike about this fragrance is that it smells artificial and kind of screechy. Like it just doesn't smell natural to me, and I'm a big lover of a perfume that smells like really, really naturally, that smells almost like essential oil, that I don't feel like I'm smelling chemicals. So, and also there's a very interesting thing that happens here. It kind of reminds me of like cotton candy. It reminds me of something fruity and candy-like. It's almost like a candied banana. It smells like banana Laffy Taffy, and that's something that really turns me off from this fragrance. So if this kind of like candy and cotton candy note was absent here, then I would love it a lot more. But unfortunately, it's this note, it kind of ruins it for me, and I'm not really sure what exactly, like what note exactly gives this perfume such a feeling, because there are no candy notes, there's no cotton candy, there's nothing like that, but I kind of pick up on it, and that's what ruins the fragrance for me and makes it kind of artificial and screechy. So that was it. That was my review of this 4 new releases. I highly suggest everybody to try Café Affogato, especially if you love coffee. And sticky popcorn is for those people who really, really love Bianco Latte and really want something like it. And so maybe, give this one a shot and you might like it. But the other two, at least I wouldn't suggest, but you do you. I really, I'm a big proponent of everybody testing fragrances first and then making their opinions. But if I would, if you were my friend and you would tell me, like, suggest me perfumes, I would not suggest this two, just because personally I didn't like them. But again, it does not mean anything. So I really hope that it was helpful. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Bye.